Hey there guys, so what's the best way to measure your success when you're trying to change your body composition, be that lose body fat or gain muscle? Okay, a lot of people use a scale to measure their success, and I don't think that's the best way forward. Why do I say that? There are many things that can change the number that you see on that scale, such as carbs, water, and sodium. What do I mean by that? Let's take an individual that is trying to lose body fat. They decide that the best way forward is to do a low carbohydrate diet. Now, the minute you start to do a low carbohydrate diet, within the first week or two, you will see a big drop in weight. Note that I said weight. On the scale, you will see a big drop in weight. Why is that? Because carbs retain water, just like sodium retains water. I don't know the exact equation, but they retain water. So if you go into a low carbohydrate diet, your body is no longer retaining that water, so you're losing the stored carbs in your body, which is in the form of glycogen, and then you are also peeing out the water that you have in your body. And because there's no carbs in your body, when you drink water, it can't be held in your body, right? So that's why when you hear people do a low carbohydrate diet where they don't understand the science behind it, they will say, oh my god, yeah, I've done a low carbohydrate diet and I lost like 5 to 10 pounds within the first week or two. It's the best diet ever. Yeah. I don't know. I've never heard anyone do it like that. But anyway, but you haven't actually, you probably haven't lost like body fat. Okay, the body fat will come, yeah, but initially it's the body adjusting to that diet, and you're burning up the stored glycogen, the carbs, and you're getting rid of all the water your body has retained. So, you know, you jump on the scale 5-10 pounds lighter, it doesn't mean that you've lost body fat, which is what we're trying to do. We're not trying to lose weight. You're not a boxer that's trying to make a weight class. No. So yeah, there are other things that can affect that number. You know, I've been told room temperature can affect that. Just basically the positioning of where the scale is. So in different rooms in the house, which I've tried, and that's very interesting. You know, I've done it in my parents' room, I've done it in my room, I've done it in the living room, measured myself, and weighed myself even. And give or take, I was about 2 or 3 pounds lighter or heavier. It was strange. It was strange. So here we go. The point. How would I advise you to measure your success? If you really need something to measure your success, I would say get a tape, the old-fashioned way, and start taking measurements. You know, your waist, your chest, your thigh, yeah, arms. You know, take measurements and go from there. The best way that I think, you know, I think for you to measure your success would be pictures. If that is weekly, monthly, whatever it may be, if you take a picture, make sure that you are in the same position and stance, and take weekly or monthly pictures. And then you can put them side by side. Sorry, you can put them side by side and actually see the difference. But at the end of the day, what is the reason you started this journey? A lot of people have started the bodybuilding, the gym training, the weight loss, fat loss, whatever it may be, in order to look better and feel better. So it might be kind of a silly response, but I think it's the most logical. Is once you are happy with the results you were seeing in the mirror, if your clothes are fitting you better, then keep going. Keep going. that is the end of it, you know, because you're trying to do this to look and feel better. If you feel better, keep going. Yeah, that is the end of it. You don't need a scale, you don't need measurements, because at the end of the day, those numbers don't mean anything unless you are an actual, unless you're, as I said, a boxer trying to make weight. You know, you're an actual bodybuilder. You know, whatever, you know, those things don't mean anything to the average Joe, the average person that's going to the gym. Doesn't mean anything. There's no one out there that's going to walk with a scale and stop you in the middle of the street and say, what do you weigh? You know, I've been there. When I first started my weight loss journey, which is what it was because I lost weight, I was obsessed by the scale. You know, I every time I jumped on the scale, it needed to be lower. It needed to be less weight. You know, I needed to. Otherwise, it would affect the way I thought, and it would affect my mood, if I'm being honest with you. Because when you jump on the scale and you don't see it move, you start to question what you're doing. Am I doing enough? Am I not doing enough? Maybe my diet could be cleaner, and this and that and whatever. But end of the day, it doesn't matter, because the scale might not move, but when you look at yourself in the mirror, you're looking different. You know, there's something called body recomposition, and that is a very real thing. You know, where you might be losing body fat and gaining muscle at the same time. You know, so be aware, guys. The scale is probably not the best way forward. Think about why you're starting this, why you're looking for these results, and embrace them. Because, as I said, if you're looking better in the mirror, you're happy with what you're seeing, you're feeling better, those two things you cannot match at all. So there we go, guys. If you found this video informative, please like, subscribe, please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have a question you like answered, by all means ask me and I shall answer them. And train hard, and I will see you in the next one.